Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you are all doing very, very, very well, and that you've all had a wonderful, wonderful day. And I am here to give you an update on what is going on with Forever Living, because we have quite a lot to talk about today, because there's a lot going on. So without further ado, hello, Nev. Nice to see you. Joe is here. Good to see you, Joe. Greetings. And Violet says, hey guys, just posted in the Discord, the one and only Danny DeHeck collabing with CoffeeZilla on Busting Goliath Ventures. That's right. That's right. Lots of good things coming in future. To the window, to the wall. Now watch some scammers fall. Yeah. I don't have anything else. Arrests. Yes, arrests are always good. Arrests, I guess, are always good over here anyway. I'm sure the people getting arrested don't find it good, but you know, we are kind of celebrating the arrest today. So a couple weeks or so ago, I did this amazing live stream about how Forever Living was shutting down their MLM opportunity in the USA. And I talked about the FTC, and there was a reason for that. It was because something told me that something was going on more than what we thought at the time. I also did a live stream, same live stream, where we also talked about Dave Grimaldi and his beef, his beef with the FTC, and we were kind of ragging on him a little bit. So we also covered that, and on the 13th of this month, there was actually a case filed. The Federal Trade Commission versus Forever Living. And so I think we figured out why they decided to shut down their MLM opportunity in the USA. Gotta cry about job growth. So don't worry, I'm not going to sit here and read you this entire thing. Luckily for us, Behind MLM has done an amazing, amazing article. So FTC secures Forever Living Products income claims injunction. That's right. So earlier in this month, Forever Living Products abruptly terminated their MLM operations in the US. My video is linked down below. If you haven't seen that one, go and check it out. Instead of being honest about why it was shut down, Forever Living Products issued a vague statement about unforeseeable restrictions, if you remember. These restrictions include ongoing monitoring and structural requirements that make operating the current U.S. model impossible without introducing broader regulatory risks. And even I said at the time that it seems to be because they, knew that they couldn't really sell their products without their illegal income claims, because they have been in trouble a few times for that kind of thing. So now the FTC has revealed Forever Living agreed to a deceptive income claims injunction prior to shutting down. Forever Living Products is an aloe vera themed MLM company founded by Rex McGon in 1978. Rex passed away in 2021. And now the company is fronted by CEO Greg, who is his son, as alleged by the FTC in a complaint filed on April 13th. Forever Living Products has long used a variety of deceptive earning claims to market their MLM opportunity. These include claims of unlimited income, testimonials from purportedly successful participants, images of luxury goods or lifestyles, and images of participants holding giant checks for thousands, tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yes, if you go to the actual court document, which is a part of the Behind MLM article, which is linked down below, so you'll be able to get to it there. You will see here that they have posted a bunch of pictures like wanting a little extra spending money. Like I said, when you start talking about money in an MLM, the second you start mentioning money, you have to provide a disclosure. And then you also have to prove that what you're claiming is something that is attainable to the general like distributor. Like if I was in an MLM and I posted, oh, I make 6 figures a month, I would then have to put a disclaimer, and then I would have to prove that myself and a certain percentage of people are making 6 figures a month. So that if Violet saw that claim and she joined tomorrow, she should have the exact same opportunity to make the 6 figures a month. And like that's why the MLMs are kind of struggling right now, because we all know that that's not really possible, even though they say it is. It's really not. And they all keep making these like large claims. Like they all say, quit your 9 to 5. That's illegal. We don't need no stinking disclosures. How inconvenient for them, right? Right? But see, there's this one. They have these images, and a lot of these guys are actually posted not by distributors. Okay? Like this one is posted by Forever Global Headquarters. So that's part of the problem here, is that it's not like a bunch of distributors that are posting. It's also the fact that it's very noticeable that the company itself supports these posts and does them themselves. And as I've often said in the past, if a distributor does a post and a company can prove that they have a compliance team and that they'll get that distributor in trouble for that post and force them to remove the post, it'll end up better for the company. And the FTC then goes after the distributor individually. There have been times when a distributor has done that, and the FTC has basically said, like, you either fire them, because they've done so many of these, or else we are going to go after you. And so the company will let go of the distributor, and that distributor will be stuck getting sued, no longer in the company. And so oftentimes that's like why they have a compliance team. Because a lot of people are like, well, they have a compliance team and like, why do they make income claims and blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's there to protect them from the FTC, really. Compliance team asleep at the wheel. In this case, yeah. They get comfortable. So there's a whole bunch of them here. This is like on the actual magazine and Forever Living Products International page. Another one. Like it's their actual pages that are also in trouble for this. It's not just distributors in the company. So it's not like they can be like, oh, we weren't aware. We weren't aware that people were posting that. Like there are a few distributors, don't get me wrong. Like there are a few posts where they're like, this distributor said this, but a lot of these come from their actual page. So that's kind of interesting, The FTC states that even after becoming aware of the FTC's investigation, Forever Living Products continued to violate the FTC Act. Although defendants have modified some of these claims since becoming aware of the FTC's investigation, to this day, defendants continue to make specific claims of significant income and continue to represent that consumers who pursue defendants' MLM opportunity will or are likely to make a profit in the endeavor, including through unqualified claims that FBOs make extra income or supplemental income, as well as other deceptive earnings claims. That's right, you can't even say extra income or supplemental income anymore. Other claims from Forever Living Products appear to spell out a classic MLM pyramid scheme, Defendants also frequently claim that FBOs will or are likely to receive income based on the purchases or sales made by other consumers whom they recruit to join as FBOs. The FTC alleges the end result of Forever Living Products' marketing is FBOs, which is, of course, their distributors, their promoters, will or are likely to make a profit. This is in contrast to data obtained from Forever Living Products, which shows the vast majority of consumers pursuing the MLM opportunity incur expenses. Indeed, defendants encourage them to do so, but receive no income from Forever Living. In other words, these consumers lose money, the exact opposite of what defendants advertise. Based on Forever Living's own public representations about FBOs' 2024 earnings of 20,000 US FBOs who engaged with the Forever MLM business that year, nearly 77% received no income. None. Zero. Zip. Nada. From the defendants, and the defendants are like the Forever Living Company, and another 15.4% received less than $206 total before expenses. By the way, that's for the entire year. That's not monthly. Imagine being like, I own my own business. How much did you make last year? Imagine being on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank and being like, I made $206 total before expenses. Like, less than 8% of US FBOs received $206 or more in total annual income from defendants before expenses. The FTC's analysis of data produced by Forever Living shows that the prior 4 years were similar or even worse. The FTC's analysis of data produced by Forever Living shows that of consumers who became FBOs, requiring a purchase of more than $300 to do so, by the way, in their first year, 71.7% received no income from defendants, and the vast majority, 90.9%, received less than $300 in total for the year. Even after 2 full years as FBOs, the overwhelming majority, more than 89.2%, still had not recouped their initial $300 plus startup costs, with 68.9% receiving no income from defendants for the entire 2-year period. And most FBOs do not receive income based on the purchases or sales made by their downline either. The FTC's analysis of data produced by Forever Living shows that in 2023, of 22,238 US FBOs who made a purchase or sale or sponsored a new FBO, only 7% received income from defendants based on the purchases or sales made by their downline. Another 10.6% received commissions when customers they referred made purchases from defendants online. And the rest, 82.4%, received no income. None whatsoever. Statistics for prior years are similar, and even fewer US FBOs receive such income on a consistent basis. For example, in 2023, only 413, which is 1.9% of the people in this company in the US, received at least $100 per month from defendants based on the purchases or sales made by their downline in at least half of all the months. Imagine $100. And that is their top 1%. You know what I mean? A tiny percentage, only 250 or 1.1%, received more than $100 per month from the purchases or sales made by their downline. So, I mean, the numbers are awful. Awful statistics. I know. It's not looking good. It wasn't looking good for them for a while, was it? Going hand in hand with Forever Living Products' deceptive income claims is little to no focus on retail sales. Of course not. While consumers pursuing the MLM opportunity could hypothetically earn income through in-person retail sales, defendants do not track such sales and have no reasonable basis to believe that they produce income sufficient to offset the expenses that these consumers incur in pursuing the business opportunity, much less produce a profit. Because no matter what, you're buying products every month, right? And you have to pay to keep your business going. A preferred customer in MLM is where a retail customer commit to a monthly order in exchange for a discount, like a loyal customer, right? In Forever Living Products, the preferred customer class was little more than a recruitment funnel. It usually is. Defendants' data show that between January 2020 and October 2022, the vast majority, so 16,471 people of over 19,000 U.S. preferred customers became distributors, FBOs. And the average tenure of a U.S. preferred customer was less than 2 months. This evidence suggests that few consumers are purchasing Forever Living products consistently for consumption and independent of the opportunity to participate in the MLM. Imagine looking at all of the MLMs like this, though. Like, I have a feeling that's like most of them. Most of them, the main customer is the distributor, right? Damn, I know. Forever Living Products being unable to retain retail customers for even 2 months is a damning indictment on the retail viability of its product range. With all of the above in mind, the FTC concluded Forever Living's products' deceptive practices violate the FTC Act, and defendants' conduct has caused significant harm to the American people. How dare they harm the American people? Rather than defend its deceptive conduct, Forever Living Products consented to an injunction, right? As per the injunction granted on April 14th, so the next day, Forever Living Products is prohibited from making unsubstantiated income claims and or misrepresentations. The injunction also sees Forever Living Products ordered to email its U.S. promoters, backdated to January 2023, disclosing the settlement with the FTC. Additionally, within 15 days of entry for this order, corporate defendants must post a prominent link to an exact copy of the form shown in Attachment A on the landing page of the portion of their website for U.S. participants. So here is their Attachment A form, and it says, Notice to Forever Living participants. We reached an agreement with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, the nation's consumer protection agency, to settle charges that we broke the law by making claims about how much money Forever Living participants could earn without the required proof, and by instructing Forever Living participants to do the same. Forever Living did not admit or deny the FTC's allegations. And I'm like, I think you kind of just did, though, in a way. But we reached an agreement with FTC to settle the lawsuit. We agreed not to make earnings claims without supporting evidence, which must be made available to actual and prospective U.S. Forever Living participants upon request. And I personally think it should be made available to them as soon as you ask them to be a participant. They shouldn't have to request it. Like, you should just provide that. As a Forever Living participant, you must not make such claims either. Learn more about the settlement on the FTC's website. I mean, how many do you think actually did, though? This brings us to Forever Living Products terminating MLM operations in the US. To be clear, all right, gotta be very, very clear about this. Forever Living Products was not ordered by the FTC to terminate. Okay? They were not ordered to terminate their MLM operations by the FTC. Forever Living Products was absolutely able to continue MLM operations in the US without deceptive income claims. I personally believe that this goes to show you that they didn't think they could, just saying. Instead, it chose to shut down, presumably on the basis Forever Living Products as an MLM company isn't viable without deceptive income claims marketing. Ding, ding, ding. Forever Living Products might also have determined continued operations of what is quite obviously an MLM pyramid scheme, would sooner or later result in further action from the FTC. It's unclear whether this came up in pre-injunction discussions between the parties. Behind MLM reviewed Forever Living Products in 2013, raising concerns about auto ship recruitment at the cost of retail. The weak point of Forever Living Products' business model was that of the possibility that retail can be ignored and the opportunity can be reduced to a $132 a month recruitment-focused scheme. Based on the data the FTC obtained, it seems like that's exactly what was going on. While Forever Living Products has committed to continuing acts of deception and harming consumers outside of the U.S., participants and potential participants in those countries should take note. All right? Take note! You may notice that at the bottom here it says that top sources of their website traffic are in India with 17%. You may also notice that at the bottom of this, it says that there's an update from the 28th of April, where Indian authorities have arrested Forever Living Products' country sales manager. And that is what I would like to talk about next. Fell on their sword, how noble. Pretty much, right? Pretty much. So, at the end of March, apparently, the sales manager of Forever Living, okay, a man named Harish Kumar Singla, probably said that wrong, but he was the sales manager of Forever Living Imports in India, and he was actually arrested. So here's his arrest. Forever living. So yeah, he was arrested. But what happened? Oh my God, what happened? So, let's go to the Telangana Today, which this is actually like the very first article that came out about it, right? And it says, Haryana man held in Hyderabad MLM fraud with 3 crore rupees frozen. So Hyderabad police arrested a Haryana-based man in a multi-level marketing fraud involving around 600 crore rupees. And you might be saying, how much is that? Well, it's $63,318,223.20 US. That's how much that is. Authorities seized a luxury car and froze 3 crore rupees. And if you're wondering how much that is, that's $316,591.20 US. And yes, I had to look that up. Okay, I did the math for you. So a lot of money. Well, investigations continue to track other suspects and victims across multiple locations. In connection with a multi-level marketing MLM fraud, the Hyderabad police on Sunday arrested a man from Haryana and seized a Mercedes-Benz car from him, while freezing 3 crore rupees in different accounts maintained by him and the company. The arrested man, Harish Kumar Singla, who's 61 years old, is a resident of Gurugram, Haryana, and worked as the country sales manager of Forever Living Imports India Private Limited. DCP Sharminar, I'm not sure what that means, sorry, Kara Kiran Prabhakar said Harish Kumar duped people to the tune of 600 crore rupees through the MLM fraud. He had introduced different schemes and, with the help of his associates, cheated around a lot of victims on the pretext of huge commission on joining new members in the company and selling the company's products. The victims are from different places such as Hyderabad, Bhupalapalli, Warangal, Jangon. I'm probably saying these all wrong, and others. But last month, the Murchak police had arrested 3 people, Maud Akram, Maud Numan Raza, and Maud Aslam, who worked as local agents for Harish and managed a company, Achievers Club, and established an office at Karmagat. Youngsters aged between 18 and 24 years joined the schemes offered by Achievers Club, which was a subsidiary of Forever Living Company. Each of them paid 30,000 rupees as joining and membership fee, and they were provided different products and asked to recruit more people to get commission, said the official. Several of the victims, who hailed from poor families, of course, and in hope of getting huge commission, of course, took loans and paid 30,000 rupees as well. A call center was also set up with 60 persons by the company, and the telecallers were provided with a list of gullible victims and asked to lure them. 3 cases were registered against the company and its staff in the city, and the investigation is going on. A few more suspects who are involved in the case are absconding, and efforts are on to nab them. So, I mean, it's not great. That's not great news. Not great news. So I went looking to see if I could find some more information about what was going on, and here we go. So here is, that's part of the video that you guys just watched. So, Charminar police arrested a key accused in the Forever Living Products multi-level marketing MLM fraud, which got exposed through an intermediate student who was lured into investing and working in the company, which mostly targets youth and homemakers. And I'm just like, man, imagine being that student, though. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. So they arrested Harish Kumar Singh, a native of Haryana, who has been working as the country sales manager of Forever Living Imports India and has been posting lavish photos and videos of himself on social media in a bid to attract youngsters and homemakers into investing in the multi-level marketing scam. An intermediate student based in the old city of Hyderabad had approached the Charminar police, alleging that Forever Living Products had duped him and many others by promising heavy returns for investing 30,000 rupees. He told the police that he found the company while browsing for work opportunities on Instagram. Forever Living Products, which is based in Scottsdale, Arizona, US, on its Facebook page claims that the products and its affiliates are the largest growers and manufacturers of aloe vera products in the world. The company claims to have offices in 140 countries. According to the Deputy of Commissioner of Police, the company would lure gullible sections by promising heavy returns and offering different packages for purchasing beauty products, including face packs, lotions, creams, and conditioners, among others. There are different registration fees starting from 200 rupees to 295 rupees, after which there are packages for selling products. There are slow track, medium track, and fast track packages offered. They would encourage these members to grow their network by making those around them invest in it in return for attractive commissions. Forever Living Product has an annual turnover of 500 to 600 crore rupees. He said that the company shows videos of people living a lavish life by investing and working in the network. But the victims will realize once they stop receiving any commission on returns on their investment. When the investors and members question Forever Living Products about their returns, the company's management allegedly resorts to threats and posting their pictures on social media. Isn't that insane? Like, that is crazy. You know, like, that's not okay. We can't have them doing that. The DCP said that the company was not only operating in Hyderabad, but also in Tier 2 cities, including Nalgonda, Warangal, and other smaller districts in Telangana. Based on complaints made against Forever Living Products, 3 first information reports have been lodged against the company in the past. 4 local managers were arrested, and 3 crore rupees in their bank accounts has been frozen. A Mercedes-Benz, an iPhone, a MacBook, and other data have been seized from them. So, you know, that's kind of crazy. Carl has appealed to the people not to fall for any such false promises by companies and to believe in hard work, which he said will yield financial results in the process. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. But I find it interesting because this is happening, guys. This is happening in Hyderabad. And you know me, I couldn't help but also start thinking to myself, you know, a lot of the people that got taken by On Passive are in Hyderabad, right? That's where they're from. And what if they decided to go to the police, you know, and start something? Because maybe more can be done here. And this is why Ashmu Farah is trying to keep them holding on and trying to stop them from doing that. That's why Forever Living here was posting people's social media accounts and going, blah, 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 posting up their pictures to try to intimidate them from speaking out. It is a culty system, and especially in other areas that are outside of America. It can get very, very dangerous. The other night, Danny did a live stream in which he was discussing how the feds have found human trafficking rings and how they have been connected to crypto MLM and other type of schemes and frauds. And I highly recommend checking it out. I shared it on my community tab, but I just think that, you know, we got to keep speaking out about these things. And maybe now, that places are warning more about BG Well. BG Well sharing just got 2 more warnings against them, by the way. Posted about that on my community tab. That was kind of awesome to see. And maybe with all these warnings and with, people starting to get charged now, and looks like the FTC is more on our sides. And we have the feds kind of more on our sides now than we ever have in the past with these sort of schemes. Maybe now we will see more of this happening and more things being done. That being said, like I keep telling you, careful out there. You don't know what you're supporting when you are in one of these things. And, you don't want to be caught up in something, right? You don't want to find out later on down the line that you are supporting a company like Forever Living, and that a bunch of people are now arrested in Hyderabad, and that one of the guys there was basically running the company like he was in the damn mafia. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't want to be a part of that, or something worse. Or something worse. And people go, oh, well, they're just MLM companies. Like, the main office in the US is like in Utah. It's in the Bible Belt. It will be fine. And I'm like, no, that's actually just as worrisome. So just be careful out here. Be careful what products you buy. Always do your research if you are investing in something. And something tells me that Forever Living will be getting closed down in more places than just the US going forward. And, maybe we gotta do something about them being here in Canada and in your area. If you are living somewhere outside of the US and they are where you are, maybe we need to all get together and figure out how we can get them out of there too. Let me know what you think. Call the Popo. Yeah, I think they already came. It is sad. It's sad because there's a lot of people that are behind this. So although we're celebrating a little bit that, they're kind of getting what they deserve, at the same time, there are a bunch of families that have been affected by this in that area right now. They invested into this. We don't know what they put in. It could have been their life savings. And that's not a joke. That's pretty serious. And it's really shitty too. So whenever there's a celebration, there's always kind of a dark cloud over it. I want to see these things shut down. But as we know, when they shut down, that causes problems. It's just, I guess, when you're looking at the greater good, having them shut down and then no longer hurting anyone else is better than them staying open and then forever just harming people. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's why we celebrate here when they do shut down. Because it's like, even though this sucks, and now there's a bunch of people that feel like they've lost their identity, they're out of jobs, blah, 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 blah. And, the darkest side of this is that it can cause suicides and mental health issues and etc. And that's never something to celebrate. But like I said, if it shuts down, that's it. And then it can't hurt people anymore. And I'm just here to try to stop some of the harm. They'll usually just spin up another scam as well. Exactly. And sometimes it's like playing whack-a-mole. That's why we need as many people as we can to speak out about these things as possible. Because it is very much like playing whack-a-mole with them. One shuts down, 5 more sprout up. I just found a new one that I did a video on, right? Where I had a call with a scammer. And it was one I had never heard of. But it was similar to like Global Gold Coin and BG Well. And I was like, Jesus Christ, another one. Like, we just keep finding them, right? And, so just got to keep going, guys. We just got to keep our advocacy going. That's all I got for you guys tonight, though. I hope that you all have had a great day. I hope you all have a fabulous, fabulous night. And I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is a Friday with my Sayers of Nay. And I'm hoping to go live around dinner time. So stay tuned for that. Should be a good time. I love all your faces.